think back to time. No, I'm. Sorry, I don't know. Encouraging. Like he really brought out the Camille in me. As in like even before we shot the movie, we talked about the character, how we would approach it, and it just I can't give enough credit to Direk Yam talaga because I even blown away seeing it myself. That was just like
Yeah.
Yung ano, sorry before, sorry to interrupt, yung the character actually that I asked her to study was the character ng Misery of Stephen King.
Actually, what he reminded me of was Glenn Close in Dangerous Relations, if you
Also
saw
that.
that movie. Yeah? Because the character was like that, very scheming, trying to manipulate all the people around her. So she's more closer to that, I think.
Yes, kasi sabi nga niya, she's the perfect girl.
But I really cannot, judging from her past movie, yung Pabuya, she's so different from there. I never really thought that she'd be convincing in this kind of role.
Wow.
again, Direk Yam really pulled that out of me, and I'm just.
Did
It made me fall in love with the craft even more.
did
It's like
he
exciting.
did he give you one-on-one workshops?
Yeah, we did Zoom before, even while we're on set. Now, if there was like a take that he didn't feel it, like he made sure every line like had a feeling in it. Yeah.
And ang takot ko lang, actually parang mataas yung movie ko because it's about art and the people are talking about things that would be foreign to most local audiences who are just looking for sex in Vivamax films. So, parang mataas siya. What do you think, Direk?
I think siguro apart
Wala.
apart from the sorry, apart from the yung subject matter, Sir Mario, yung ano yung ride ng ano, ma-entertain yung audience, take that out para ma-entertain sila sa ride ng characters, yung progression, yung arc ng characters, dun sila ma-entertain. Ano lang to, these are spices sprinkled everywhere, pero they will follow the characters, like how you enjoyed it, like you said, dun nila susundan. Di namin naisip yung art or what, at sa akin palabok lang yun. Everyone, I told the guys was this, let's have, yes, there are sex scenes, pero let's counter that every time. Meaning, for one example would be, they were having sex, pero they're fighting. Si Kiko was literally on her legs in between, but she was being a brat. Pero meron ding scenes like they were like, you know, talagang super sexy na nilang dalawa, pero nandito yung dalawa sa kabilang scene kumakain ng pizza na may ketchup. I wanted a counterpoint of emotions. Magugutom ka ba or ma-el ka? So that's something that I want you to feel, and kaming ng actors. That's yun ang gusto namin na ma-experience ninyo. The first thing I did talaga was was to really make the story solid. Because when you see pag napanood natin yung mga movies ng Vivamax, minsan kasi challenge ako ng Viva do something always different, always something different. So I try to do something different. Sinulat ko siya, and then tinignan ko yung buong kwento. If you look at it, napakasimple ng story It's just people cheating each other, love affair. We've seen this a million times. Pero I went inside the characters, and then I went inside the minds of the characters. And then, nung sinulat ko na yung script, sabi ko, ibahin ko, I will go out of the box. So, nung nagsulat ko na yung characters, and then, nag-casting kami, I had to rewrite it again. When I learned it's Kiko, when I learned it was Franki, when I learned it was Aba, and then everyone else, and of course Jay Manalo. And then I asked for a table read, tita. Nag-table read kami. I was reading, we were reading as characters, and I was writing notes. I was taking notes of their nuances, of how they speak, para the characters that they do will not be like them in person. Kaya ginawa ko yun. So, okay, si Kiko has this habit, si Frankie has this, si Aba has done this, I've worked with Aba. So, ayoko si Aba maging cliche na hubad-hubad, ayoko siyang maging cliche na ganito na naman yung acting. So, everybody there, and Jay Manalo, sabi ko, all very quiet, you're not superior here, you're not the macho, ikaw yung kawawa here. So, dun ko tinailor yung character. And then as a director and the filmmaker, my objective and my happiness is to see the performances of these great actors. Yun lang yung aking kasiyahan sa lahat. Natuwa ako at nakita ko sa gawa nila that they're very good. They're very, very good.
I can't say anything. He wrote it, he directed it, he produced it, he lit it himself. Like, wow. So I just wanted to give the utmost respect to the script and just, 100%. I was there. Frankie was there too.
Yeah.
Everyone was there.
Yung just a trivia lang po, yung ending, just an example of how I would like to collaborate with my actors. The ending scene with Kiko. I was telling him that this is sad, this is the cigarette is a metaphor of you to quit, metaphor ito, and then you feel sad because Camille is supposedly maybe dead na, and then Kiko said, "Can I cry here?" So, yes, please, please, Kiko, go. That was Kiko. I said, "Go ahead, cry, because what you lost your love, the love of your life."
Tapos ang naano ko lang direct, napansin ko nga lang na although the ending was unpredictable kasi akala ko mamamatay si Frankie, di ba, yung character ni Frankie. Yung bakit ganun ang naging ending nyo?
There are two things there that people can interpret. Ang original intention ko was that was a revenge na doon sila nag-sex sa loob ng hospital. Just to to spite lang si the character of Frankie. Okay, gaga ka ha. Okay, sige, ito gagawin namin sa iyo to. But in the editing process, we were talking about that. And then napansin ko naman, it just nag-flow lang siya. It felt like it was just in the mind of the character, because she's I would say, not to insult people with mental illness. She has this mental illness. She has that certain delusion. So most likely baka yung sex scene na yon is just her imagination. Like even the touching of the breast of yung nadumihan yung painting, that's probably just her paranoia. That may not be true. But the bida there is the statuette. Kasi that was always her obsession. Na parang she's very materialistic Sobrang materialistic. So in fact, that is just probably her paranoia, tita. I just wish that my actors who are part of the film would do acting jobs, more better characters in their other films, even if I'm not directing it. I just wish they do that more.
Okay, thank you, Direk. Kay Frankie, kay Frankie. Nung in-offer sa itong script, itong movie, yes ba kaagad? And nagustuhan mo na ba siya agad? Na-challenge ka ba? How was your reaction?
As soon as I heard it was Direk Yam, I was a fan of his work. Like I watched Creed with Nadine, and actually I watched Paraluman also, and Death of a Girlfriend, AJ. I was just blown away. I was like, wow, like I get the opportunity to work with him. It was a no-brainer. And then when he told the story, I was like, wow, I have to be a part of this. Like, it was just so twisted. napagandang kwento.
Yeah. Actually, na-surprise din ako sa'yo dito. Yeah, hindi ko din na-expect na...
Kalig ako. Salamat.
So anyway, after this movie, ano ba, mas daring pa ba? Mas may daring pa ba si Frankie?
I mean, it all depends on the story. You know, if it's a good project, if it's necessary to the story, I mean, I don't know.
But are you the type of actress na you're not setting any limitation or something?
I have limitations naman. I mean, I don't want to put myself in a box of what kind of actress. I think it's good to be versatile and yeah, just.
Okay, last na for you.
Oh, it sounds like my voice is always like this.
Okay, thank you. Okay, kay Kiko.
Very different because the way I talk, I had to speak more English and I liked it. And Direk Yam just allowed me to talk English. Me relating myself to the character, man, maybe when I was in high school, how you love like that, you know, when you know that, diba? But yeah, it's the love of your life. It's like the girl you find when you're young. So it's
Nawala yun.
rare feat. But I mean, if you love one, like if you have the first, like the love of your life, you're not gonna have another one.
Nawala,
Yun,
ayun
yun.
na. Oh. Nawala yung ganun mo, Kiko?
What do you mean? Sorry.
Yung the way you fell in
Ah,
love.
no. I mean for the
Yes, sa totoong buhay, ano yung character mo, paano mo nakikita naman ikaw?
yeah, that's the I guess that's the same. So how I loved when I was a kid.
Okay. So, ito naman now, this is your first time to work with Frankie. How was it?
Yeah, she was good. She was
No,
great.
You know, in 2019, I don't think people know this. I met him. He was doing it was one of my first jobs. He was doing an endorsement for an alcohol brand. I was an extra behind him. He was the lead. So it's such a 360 or 180 that like now we're in a lead movie together. I'm like, wow.
Crazy.
Yes, it's a trip.
It's a trip, and she was great in this film.
Salamat po.
Okay, sige po. Thank you.